Okay, just gonna make an update real quick if I can upload this to YouTube. I've been wanting to do a lot of recordings. I haven't. Life's still been chaotic, but it's getting better, I think. I always think it is, but never know. But thank God for the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe versus Wade, right? I don't know how much of a victory it really is, but I guess a lot of liberals are going nuts, so it's got to be some kind of a victory. But I'm definitely anti-abortion, and I think that should be every Christian's position. And they always say, what if victims of rape and everything, but I think that those are the minor cases of actual abortions. But I know then there's also, like, in some circumstances where the mother's life may be in danger or something, so they may have to do something. So there's those situations too. But anyway, as far as my personal life, just crazy. I just haven't had time or energy to, I guess there's always time if you make time, but I don't know, I guess I haven't had the will to really get into studies and stuff because I've been so focused on my financial disaster of a life. So I know a lot of people have helped me here and there, and a lot of people, probably upset at me for asking for help and stuff, so I just ask for your forgiveness. And I don't like doing it, and my mom helps me all the time. I try to get help wherever I can, and I've tried to sell and pawn and do different things of my own, and I've switched jobs and done this and that, and I've tried to get things better. I'm always striving for that, but things just aren't always easy as you'd like them to be, or maybe they are. Maybe I'm not focused on the right things or doing the right stuff. I don't know. I'm just trying to work and just get my life stabilized, but I can't help it when vehicles break down. I can't help it when gas prices go up. That's a lot of my financial stress is just tied into vehicles. Car payment, gas, upkeep, insurance, and for July I gotta pay a license plate sticker that's gonna be $150 when, I just think that I'm finally starting to catch up. I gotta get that over with. But so I paid some bills recently in my last paycheck. I've been working for Walmart again, and I've had, a couple full checks since then, and making $17.20 an hour, which is pretty good considering I was making like $12 an hour last time I was there. When I was working for the post office, I was making like $18 something an hour, so it's not far off, but I was getting paid for the mileage extra, but the upkeep and stuff was insane. So at least Walmart's more of a stable job. But so eventually I will get out of this hole, since I'm working full time and I can count on my money. But just recently I paid some bills, and it happens a lot. My bank will let some stuff go through sometimes, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. It lets me overdraft, and I like it when, if I don't have quite enough to pay a car payment or something, and it goes through, it's like, okay, it doesn't hurt my credit, right? My car payment goes through, but then I owe the bank. But then if I don't pay the overdraft, then like every day they charge me a $30 overdraft fee, so it can be ridiculous. And like the situation the other night, I accidentally went over. I've got some credit cards too that I'm paying down, and I paid I paid a bunch of bills, and I put my credit card payment in there, like $40, and I ended up not having enough for that, so it went over, and I overdrafted about $30. I didn't have any money, so I asked Mom to help me. After work, I work second shift, and so I asked her, late at night if I could come pick up some money. She'd help me, and then I could go put it in the bank as soon as the bank opened, take care of that overdraft so I don't get hit with the fee or anything else. So we did that. And, you know, it was stressful, you know, driving her place. It's a little bit of a drive after work. Stressful asking her for more money again. It's stressful having to wake up early before work to go to the bank. And you know what's the most stressful is after I get it paid off, they still hit me with the $30 overdraft fee. So once again, I owe the bank $30 and I don't have money. But I can pull some money out early from my check, which I usually do anyways. So I have some money every week. And, you know, it's helping paying all these bills that I owed down. But I didn't want to take it out this early, but I'm kind of forced to because I got to take care of this overdraft thing. And it's like today's Sunday, so like the banks are closed, so I couldn't take care of the overdraft problem regardless. And I can't take the money out of my check early either. It has to be tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to get hit with another $30 thing, and then I'm going to owe them $60 or what. But you know, that's just a small taste of the constant financial struggles I'm dealing with. But it's all the aftermath of the post office, and you know, all the stuff I had to go through with, you know, having my hours go down to nothing and having to pay all the stuff on the vehicles. So like I said, having a constant full-time check, knowing what I'm making, eventually I'm going to get out of this hole. But it's stressful, and so every day of my life is like work and stress about finances and stress about this, that, and the other, and trying to also relax because I have so much stress and work. And so I just haven't had a lot of time and energy to focus on to do studies or anything like that. But I do plan on it, but I just have to get out of this rut that I'm in, and I will eventually. So July 4th coming up, and I hope everybody has a good holiday. In America, we celebrate July 4th. I do have some shows and events planned that I'm going to that I have paid for, and yes, that's costing me a little bit of money here and there. And yes, if I didn't do those things, it would have helped me a little bit more financially, but not totally, because I didn't spend ridiculous amounts of money on these things. But I feel like I have to have something that, you know, that I have. Like, I can't just, you know, I do have a roof over my head and electricity, and I have a lot of luxuries, but it's like, I guess I could take that for granted. That's kind of easy to take for granted when it just seems like that's like your normal life. So sometimes, you know, you gotta make purchases or go to events or do something to feel like you're living. You know, I just don't want to be working and coming home and whatever. So, but anyway, I got a couple things I'm looking forward to, but, you know, I'm hoping around August or September I'm going to start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel with the financial situation, and then maybe, you know, I can start getting on studies. But also, my mom recently broke her arm, and I don't think I made any videos about that or anything, but I bought my mom a treadmill for Christmas, and she loved it because she liked using this bicycle, like a, you know, exercise bike. And I didn't think the exercise bike was very good, really. It was old, and I don't know if it was giving her a lot of resistance, but she liked using it, and I thought, you know, I was looking up whether an exercise bike or a treadmill was better and stuff, and, you know, treadmill, you know, they said it was better, so I found, like, the cheapest one I could get, and I got it for her, and she loved it. And, you know, then she's like, can you get something for, like, my stomach? And I was like, there's not a lot. I'm like, you know, you got to do sit-ups, you got to do exercise if you want to work on that. And I told her, you know, you got the ab roller and stuff like that. Well, I found this ab machine where you do kind of like pull-ups on Amazon, where you kind of pull up your knees to your chest, and it's kind of like, it makes you do like a crunch. And I got that for her, and she started using it, and it was really hard on her, and she ended up breaking her arm on it somehow. So she's been in a cast, and she's been going back and forth to the doctor, hoping that it was going to heal and she wouldn't have to have surgery, but she pretty much got bad news that she probably will end up having to get surgery. They now put like a bone stimulator on her arm. She's got pain medications and stuff. She's complaining that it hurts. So I don't know, she might have to have surgery, so if you want to pray for her for that. it sucks, and that stresses me out too. And it stresses me out that I got her that equipment, that she did that. And I know it's not my fault. It's not the equipment's fault. And it's not even Mom's fault. Mom's had seizures her whole life until they got her on some good medicine a while back. She's an epileptic, and she had so many falls, and she's been so blessed that she hasn't broken anything so far. It's really a miracle. I know a lot of people break their bones. They break arms and stuff, you know. It happens. So I figure as long as she doesn't have to lose her arm, then, you know, if she has to have surgery, then she'll get through it. So it still sucks. And I wouldn't want it to happen to me, but it could at work. You know, I stupidly lift heavy stuff all the time. I don't lift things correctly. I know that, you know, it can happen. So anyway, that's that. So, you know, a brother wrote me a letter and said, you know, how I've had some videos in the past that had like so many views. Well, there's some different reasons for that. I mean, I've had some videos about, you know, and I've took a lot down that would have had even more views, but, you know, when I've made videos about Robert Breaker and stuff, because he has so many viewers, they would just automatically get a lot of views, and, a lot of hate, really, for any criticism against him. Recently, I know I get a lot of comments on this IFB video that I made, my experiences going to the Independent Fundamental Baptist churches. I get a lot of comments on that still. A lot of people who are going there and left, and somehow they come across my video and they like it, and you know, they like hearing someone else share some feelings that they had. So that seems to be kind of a popular video. But, you know, I had a lot more free time back then when I wasn't working. I was going through my second DUI, and I was living with my mom, and she was helping me out, still helping me out. But, you know, I wasn't really working. I was mowing yards and stuff, making money here and there, but I was kind of grounded, and I had a breathalyzer machine in my vehicle to go back and forth to a job and stuff, but the breathalyzer thing was having a lot of problems with the way they hooked it up to my battery and stuff, so I ended up not even really trying much to use that until it was all taken care of and I fully got my license back. And as soon as I got my license back, I ended up getting a job at Casey's and stuff, and it wasn't too long after that I started moving out on my own. And then since then, it's been a little bit of a struggle. But I've been trying to make it on my own. And I'm never going to give up wanting to do Bible studies and wanting to make videos and stuff. But it's just been on the back burner because I've just been trying to stabilize myself. So, but I think I'm getting there. I think I'm finally going to get there. I mean, I've been making a lot of improvements. So, I mean, when I first working at Casey's, it was a part-time gas station job. And I had a lot of people helping me. And I was living in a subsidized housing. So my rent was like very cheap. And I was living like very meager. And you know, eventually you have to step it up. So, you know, I did. I got an apartment that wasn't subsidized. And there's a lot of improvements. And it has, you know, washer and dryer in it. When I was sharing it with other units before, I've got my own now. And I stepped it up to higher paying jobs. And, you know, now I've got 2 vehicles. The post office. Which one of my vehicles still is in the shop, and the mechanic hasn't looked at it for about 3 months, which I have to get on him about that, but I don't really have the money to do much about it anyway right now. But I do have 2 vehicles, and just lots of things. My credit's getting built. You know, finally got a bank account, which constantly goes in the negative and everything, but, you know, I'm making improvements in life that you have to make. So, I'm just, that's why. I just haven't been able to focus on everything. But, anyways, I don't want to blab on anymore. That's about all I got to say. So, hopefully soon I can do more. July's going to be rough. August is going to be a little better. And hopefully September's even better. And then October, I should really start catching up. I mean, definitely by Christmas, hopefully. Unless major things happen to me along the way. I should be getting a lot of stuff paid down and freeing up my finances, which will free up my headspace, and I won't be stressed. And I can think, okay, I get a couple days off a week or whatever, like one day will be for studies or whatever, and then one day, I can relax and do whatever else or something, and I can start focusing on other things. I can be happier, honestly, because it's just stressful. So, anyways, God bless.